You know, they say if you stacked up every minifig ever made by LEGO, it would reach from the Earth to the moon and back. Or come to think of it, maybe that's people. But in any event, the point is there's a lot of minifigs. You probably have a ton of them, and we do too. And as you already know, LEGO releases tons of minifigure collections, and today we're looking at the latest one, Series 28. Yep, and of course, every series has its own theme, and this one has minifigs dressed up as animals. Yep, Series 28 is certainly packed to the gills with all kinds of unique designs, and we're not lying about it. But the question is, will we like this Series 28 more than our Dungeons & Dragons minifig collection, or what about Series 27? Both of them are going to be hard to top, so we'll see. So let's see if one of these 12 new minifigs from Series 28 will crack our top 10 minifigs in our collection, and they'll have some stiff competition going up against the likes of Mega Fig Thanos, which was included in a set that we recently added to our collection, the Fantastic Avengers Compound Battle, one of 6 awesome Marvel figs that come with it. Or one of my personal favorites, the R2-D2 minifig from the Yoda's Hut set. Yep, we really love the design of the chest plate on R2 here, covered in mud as he helped Luke train to become a Jedi under Master Yoda in Dagobah. And another one of our favorites from the same set that included the Thanos fig is Captain Marvel. Yep, this one also came with the Avengers compound. And sticking with the superhero theme, we have another. This one's from DC Comics, and it's from a limited edition Wonder Woman set. This is Cheetah. Just a great looking minifig with that awesome spotted print that covers the entire body, helmet, arms, legs, and torso. And she'd fit right in with the Series 28 animal theme that we're about to look at. And this one we have next, we're sure is a favorite of many collectors, the Wolfpack Beastmaster from Series 27. And not only is the minifig fantastic with its shield, armor, and cloth cape, it also comes with the first ever mini wolf figure released by LEGO. Yep, we just love this one. And finally, we have 3 more minifigs we'd love to share with you from Marvel and DC, starting with Doc Ock. And this Doc Ock minifig is another new addition to our collection, part of the Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock subway train scene, and of course the giant tentacles attached on his back is what really makes this one stand out. And Derek chose this one as one of his favorite. Yep, it's Rocket Raccoon from the Rocket Mech Armor set, and we're huge fans of the LEGO mech build, so this set was a great addition to our collection with an awesome mech and minifig together. Okay, last and certainly not least is this limited edition Harley Quinn minifig from LEGO DC, and everything about this minifig is fantastic. Yep, and it has such great detail, from her iconic black and red ponytails to the custom torso piece with the Smilex logo printed on the front. So now let's dive into Series 28 and see how these minifigs stack up against some of the best in our collection. And as we mentioned, the theme of this series is animal costumes, which is a recurring theme having appeared throughout earlier series like the pterodactyl from Series 27 and the reindeer costume from Series 23. But this is the first series that is entirely made up of minifigs in animal costumes. Yep, we have 12 of them to take a look at. And we didn't have much difficulty at all completing our checklist and finding all 12 of the minifigs in this series, and this was a lot easier than Series 27, where we did have some trouble tracking down that elusive Wolfpack Beastmaster figure. And we'll go through each of the minifigs in the collection in the order they appear in the checklist, starting with the Peacock. And this is a great figure to start with, as it really showcases a lot of what we're about to see in this collection. Lots of colorful designs and new and unique pieces to make these minifigs come to life. And what immediately grabs your attention here is that big feather piece. Yep, this is a first for LEGO. We haven't had a peacock feather piece before as far as we can tell, and this one attaches between the torso and the legs, and it looks great. So we expect to see more use of this piece in the future with different color and print variations on it. And the blue peacock head helmet is also a new design. So we're off to a good start. The peacock looks great. Love the new pieces that come with it, but we're just getting started. So let's move on to the next minifig in Series 28. And it looks like we have a new friend for our cat lover minifig from Series 27. Yep, and we have a fluffy cat costume, and the cat design sure looks a lot like the cat that came with the cat lover from Series 27. And this fluffy tail piece is another new design from LEGO, and just like the peacock feathers, it attaches in between the legs and torso. And finally, we have the accessory that comes with this minifig, and this one is a pink ball of yarn that the cat can play with. So overall, this is a nice looking minifig, and it's definitely an upgrade over the previous cat costume from Series 18, but it's not one of our favorites in this collection. But up next is one of our favorites in the collection. Yep, it's the Goldfish costume. Yep, the Goldfish costume minifigure is one of the silliest and most delightful characters in this whole series. Turning a fish into a minifig outfit sounds like an idea that may have been easily scrapped by the design team, but they made it happen anyway. And they did it by utilizing the penguin arms that work perfectly as floppy fins, shiny scale patterns on her body, and the best part of all, a giant pair of goofy goldfish lips around the face opening. The whole thing really reminds us of the fish in SpongeBob, if we're being honest here, and that's a good thing. Okay, let's keep this minifig train rolling, and up next is the monkey costume. And here it is, and while this minifig might look a bit plain, we really feel the simple yet effective design of the monkey costume is really well done. The monkey head helmet piece looks great, as does the leg and torso pieces, but the real standout on this one is that tail piece, which doesn't just complete the look, but it's functional too. Yep, the monkey can actually pick up things with it, like that banana he's holding. And it's hard to believe we waited this long for a monkey costume minifig, but it was worth the wait. This is a great minifig. Okay, up next is one of my personal favorites in the series. It's the frog costume. And this frog costume has a similar design to the monkey, of course without the tail. So yeah, custom head and body pieces, but it has one of the coolest, if not the most unique accessories in the series. It comes with a bubble wand. And the minifig facial expression looks like the minifig is actually blowing the bubbles out of the wand. That's a pretty cool touch. And we're really happy that LEGO included a frog costume in this series, and we're expecting this to be a lot of people's favorite one. Next up, it's from a land down under. Yep, it's the koala costume, and you know what? It's about time LEGO started giving koalas the attention they deserve. Up until this minifig was released, the only actual koala-related piece that we could find was this one that came with the Series 24 Conservation Nest minifig. So it's nice to see this full-sized koala costumed minifig, complete with a boomerang and eucalyptus leaves. And the design's not too bad, but the back is awfully plain. There's nothing printed on the back, not even some fur or anything like that, just plain gray. Okay, moving on, we've already seen cat representation in this series, so of course there has to be a dog in here too. Yes, we have the Dalmatian costume. And this one has exceptional detail with a great new dog head piece, torso and leg pieces covered with spots that not only cover the front and back, but the sides too. And of course, can't forget the pointy little tail sticking out from the back. Finally, we have the cool little accessory that comes with the Dalmatian, and of course, it's a frisbee, so we can play a game of fetch. Yep, we're dog lovers in real life. We have two little mini golden doodles, and this Dalmatian minifig is a great addition to the collection. We just love it. Okay, the next minifig that we're going to look at is not an alligator. Nope, this is a crocodile. And while LEGO certainly has a history of using crocodile and alligator interchangeably, like this piece here, which you will see referred to as both depending on which set it's in, this minifig is clearly a crocodile and not an alligator. And the design is great, featuring a headpiece that's probably the largest you'll find on a minifig, stretching all the way down from its head to its feet. And it might seem like a menacing crocodile with those sharp teeth, but that seems to be offset by the cute little rubber ducky and pink life preserver that comes with it. Yep, this is a great overall design, and we are sure this is going to be one of the more popular minifigs in the series. Okay, sticking with the aquatic and water theme, we have another fish-like minifig, although this isn't a fish, it's really a mammal because it is the dolphin costume. And everybody knows, even though dolphins live in the ocean and they look like fish, they're not fish, they're mammals. And while this dolphin costume design is really nice, unfortunately, when you put it up against the goldfish, it just looks rather plain, honestly. Yep, and don't get us wrong, it's fine, but again, it's in the same series as the goldfish, which is really well designed and has a lot more detail than this dolphin one does. And the clamshell accessory with the pearl inside is a nice touch, but overall, this one is a little bit underwhelming and not one of the favorites of ours in this series. Okay, time to hop over to the next minifig, and we have the bunny costume. And just like the cat costume, this is not the first time that LEGO has released a bunny costume minifig. Yep, back in Series 7, there was the bunny suit guy minifig. But there really isn't much comparison here as to which one looks better. Of course, the new one does, with way more detail. Yep, we love the new coloring of the fur, and of course, that new bunny helmet piece just looks way better than the original one. That's not to take anything away from the original bunny guy suit. It's still a nice minifig, but this one just improved on it in all areas, and instead of carrying a giant carrot, this one has a basket with with a painted Easter egg in it. Okay, there's just 2 more to look at in the series, and next up is the lion. And this is definitely another one of our favorites in this series, but you know what? The outfit itself leaves a little bit to be desired. I mean, we have some clawed feet, a few lighter patches of fur on the chest, but overall the body and torso pieces could be a little bit more detailed. However, we do love that curly lion tail piece, but it's the headgear that's the real standout on this minifig. Yep, this new lion headgear piece is so well designed, especially that brown mane that surrounds the head, making it really pop. Yep, everything about the design of this lion costume was really well thought out, and it really shows this is probably one of, if not the best looking minifig in the entire series. Okay, we've saved one of the best for last, and it's the parrot costume. And of course, we're all familiar with parrots as they are popular throughout the LEGO universe. They've appeared in many themes like Pirates, Harry Potter, LEGO Creator, and many more, so it's nice to see this one in Series 28. And right away, it's hard not to notice that bright red coloring that really stands out, and the awesome blue accent, especially on the back of the parrot's tail. The custom parrot headgear is right up there with the lion as far as the best in the series, and it also comes with one of the best accessories in the series too, the giant box of parrot snacks. Yep, and while this parrot may not be our favorite design in the series, there's no argument that it is definitely the most colorful one. And it's certainly a worthy addition to the long history of parrots appearing in LEGO sets throughout the years. So that brings us to the end of our tour of LEGO Minifigures Series 28. It's a fun and quirky collection of minifigures in animal costumes that includes new designs, reimagined versions of older costumes, and it's overall a great entry to the minifigures theme. And all you avid collectors of minifigs out there will certainly want to pick this one up, and we're glad we've added it to our collection too. You know, it's a solid collection of minifigs, and it stacks up quite nicely to the previous sets, and the sheer number of new custom pieces alone make it worth recommending. And we'll be looking at another series in an upcoming video. Here's a sneak peek at what we'll be checking out. Maybe you can figure it out. So that's all for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed our tour of LEGO Minifigures Series 28. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you at the next build.